Hi guys, this is Kimberly Siva at Mixed Space Technologies, and for today's announcement I'm going to need a helper. So let's create a little dragon here. Hey dragon, how's it going? Awesome, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, should we tell folks about Lexicon? I agree, okay. So Mixed Space Lexicon is a new toolkit available on the Unity Asset Store. It's all about advanced speech input, specifically for XR, but really for any of your speech input needs in Unity. It utilizes IBM Watson, and it allows you to design highly sophisticated speech interfaces directly in the Unity editor. Let's go back to our game and we can take another look at how this works. Note that right now the reticle in the middle is my pointer, not the mouse over here. So create a red cube here, a blue sphere here, and a green cylinder here. Awesome. Okay, Dragon, I want you to look at this one. Okay, now he's focused on that. Dracarys. Oh, he tried. Why don't we help him out? Let's set this on fire. Awesome. And maybe set this on fire and set this on fire for good measure. Awesome, Dragon, you did it. Good dragon. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how that worked. Basically, Lexicon has a focus manager that is keeping track of everything you look at and everything you interact with. And then it uses IBM Watson's speech-to-text and conversation services to give you natural language understanding. And then we take all the speech output coming from Watson and align it with our focus data so that you can look around your space and fire off commands in real time and have everything understood. Let's take a look at how this is designed in the Unity editor. We have our Lexicon runtime here, which has a workspace. And the workspace is the collection of all the intents that your application can handle. In this case, we had things like creating primitives, maybe moving, deleting, breathing fire, and catching on fire. Let's take a look at one of these intents. They have entities that they're expecting, and then a set of phrases that we use to train Watson. An entity has a set of values. That's the position, the primitive entity here. A color entity might have a different sort of binding here, and a chess piece entity might have yet a different one, like a model binding. And so you design these entities as assets, and your intents are also assets. And then you link them all together here in our workspace, and then click two buttons to sync with the Watson cloud. And once you've synced with the cloud, basically you can use this directly in Unity. Everything is done. When these are matched at runtime, so if an intent like create primitive is matched at runtime, we can run the bit of code that you have here in your default action, or we can run the code that you have in these intent handlers that are bound to your scene. So we have a few different ways to handle events. We also have our gaze focus, in this case, focus manager, which is gathering up all the gaze data over time and helping you align that. So that gives you a little bit of an idea how to get started. Let's go back to our asset store page. Here I recommend that you take a look at a few videos. This first one here shows Lexicon working in a VR environment. This one shows Lexicon working on the HoloLens for mixed reality. And the third one here is on an iPhone 10 with ARKit. So these are three different use cases for Mixed Space Lexicon. But what's interesting is that it was the exact same set of intents used in each one of these, and almost no code changes between the three platforms. So this really is a cross-platform input solution that is really fast to take across different platforms. I also suggest you take a look at our website. Here you'll find we have a GitHub action repository. Now these are open source actions. And we're going to be creating a whole bunch of experiments here in the coming months. You can also come join our community. We have a Slack community where we will be offering lots of hands-on support. So if you're having any trouble at all getting started, please come chat with us here. And we have our YouTube channel with a bunch of other videos. And one final thing is our documentation. We have really thorough documentation with a quick start guide with some videos to kind of help you get started quickly. And then deep dive documentation on really any topic you might be interested in. So we really encourage you to check it out. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun things with this platform over the course of this year, and we would love for you to join us in our mixed reality, X reality speech experiments. Thank you so much.